Now, our character can't be alone with just its pet going around. They got to have a couple people around them. And so most great stories, there's always seems to be a close friend, the best friend in this case. So we want to figure out your character's best friend. So first thing is your character a human or something else? Quinn, tell me about your best friend. Is it a human or something else?
I just need to say something.
Sure.
First, it's over there.
That's okay.
Can you grab me the cat?
No.
Anyway, there's something that there's something you need to know. If your character is a girl, you might want to pick a boy, and if your character is a boy, you might want to pick a girl.
That's good. Yeah, keep some gender sort of dynamics in there, so it's not sort of a. And that's a good one. And that's what when you look at the plumes. Draw a line there. Yeah, put best friend. And so Quinn's gonna be a human, but it's gonna be a boy, right? You want to have a boy as this is Noria's best friend, right? And so Ethan, who's the wizard's best friend?
I was thinking a magical creature could be his best friend, so it would be like a bearded dragon. Kind of get it because like the beard is like the wizard, and the dragon, but it's a lizard. What do you think?
Ethan's got a lot of reptiles going on. He's got a tortoise. He's got a bearded lizard.
I'm a reptile person, so that's
Henry. Okay, Quinn's best friend is a a boy named Henry.
It keeps being Henry.
Keeps being Henry. Henry's the boy. We got a girl. We got Macy here. Let's see. Best friend named Fern. I like it. Fern's a good name, and it likes plants. That makes a lot of sense. Fern, the best friend. I dig it very well. And then we want to think a little bit about the best friends. What's when you think about the best friend a little bit, what is something that's the exact opposite of your character? So you want to think about what your character is. Think about something that's the total opposite that could be very different. So
age.
What's that? Oh, so age. Yeah. So if you've got a 10-year-old, you could have a best friend who's like 80. Right? That's the opposite of it. 80. You could. No. You could. Or if you have someone, your best friend loves sports, you could have someone who hates sports. So think of something that's totally the opposite of that person. So what's the opposite of Noria? Noria.
Well, are we gonna do a like soon?
What's that?
A likes and difference.
Yeah. What's different? Start with something that's totally opposite first.
Well,
Henry is totally opposite than Noria. Why?
Because they solve mysteries and because he solves because he works alone. Like he doesn't like working with people except Noria. But she loves working with anybody.
Got it. So she likes to be with other people. And he likes to work alone. So that's a good opposite. That's a perfect one. Work alone. I love it. And what do you, Ethan? What about you? What's your opposite of your bearded lizard? That the opposite of the wizard.
So I think the wizard's kind of like a loner. So kind of like the same theme. So I think the bearded dragon has like a giant family that they like all, work together. They live in like a forest, maybe. I don't know. I haven't thought of that for you, but yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit like Ron, right? Ron is the opposite of Harry, right? Harry is alone, and Ron has this big family, which is good because it can show that contrast behind us. That's great.
I need to think quietly.
Well, you can't think quietly. We're doing this live here. We're doing it live. So when did the best friend meet? When did they meet each other? When did Henry and Noria meet? Ethan, when did your bearded dragon or your bearded lizard meet the wizard?
I feel like on one of their travels, like a while ago, like he accidentally stumbled upon like this bearded dragon den, and there's like conflicts, and like he like maybe this bearded dragon like stuck up for the wizard, and then maybe they became friends, something like that.
Good, that's great. Yeah, so these are kind of funny origin stories in the past here. When did Henry and Noria meet? Do you know?
They met in the human world.
In the human world, cool. Okay. That's great.
Work together.
Yeah, they met in the human world. And so you have the name. Do you have a name for your bearded dragon, Ethan? I think Quinn already went with Henry as the name, so you can have a name too.
Yeah, I was thinking Lizzie. Is that too on the nose?
Lizzie the lizard.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're just starting out here. There's no bad ideas. There's just some kind of name for Lizzie. So Lizzie is the and we've got we call it Zaza Zoom.
Wait, what are we supposed to be doing?
The name, you already did the name behind it. Yep.
Zazu,
And then
yeah.
what's something that the best friend struggles with? What's a struggle that the best friend has?
Where did I write down the name?
You already wrote it right here, Henry. Yeah. So what's something the best friend struggles with? What's something that's hard for the best friend? For Henry.
Cause he doesn't trust other people, and that's pretty hard because he never knows who to trust.
Perfect. So no trust. So we can't. So put that down for his. So no trust. Ethan, what about?
What
I would just put it down as like sort of just write down no trust.
No.
Ethan, what about you?
It's like the opposite. Like the wizard like travels all the time. I think Lizzie like has never left her home.
Got it. I see. There you go. Perfect. All right. So here's what we got now. This is I'll sort of share with where we are. We're down to one last piece here of characters, and here we go. So this is our best friend, human or something else, boy or girl. How did they meet? What's something the best friend's totally opposite of your character? Something they struggle with. How old are they? Their name, and then does it remind you of anyone out there?
Henry.
How old's Henry? We didn't get how old Henry was.
He's gonna be 12.
12. All right. So I like this one. Sort of
he's about to turn 13.
I like that. Sort of Samantha's got sort of that. Your character has ADHD and is bullied, so that's good. That's like kind of these.
What's ADHD?
Means that they have trouble like kind of focusing on things in school. Sometimes they get kind of like it's hard to keep their attention.
Discouraged.
Yeah, they get discouraged when they can't keep their attention.
And what about what bully? Oh yeah, bully.
Bullied.
I know what
yeah.
bully means.
All right.